Welcome to Defense Talks Matters. Over the past several days, Pakistan has carried out one of its most important readiness demonstrations in recent years, a full-spectrum, multi-domain exercise designed to send a clear message that Pakistan is neither distracted nor unprepared for any regional escalation. At a time when India continues to amplify military activity along the border, Pakistan's response has not been emotional or reactive. It has been structured, calculated, and firmly rooted in real capability. Raad-ul-Fatah, the exercise conducted across the Jhelum and Chakwal region, showcased exactly how Pakistan intends to counter any future Indian misadventure. What stood out immediately was the level of integration, not just armor and artillery moving together, but drones, precision missiles, air power, electronic warfare, and long-range fires operating as a single combat ecosystem. This wasn't a symbolic display. It was a preview of how Pakistan plans to fight in the next conflict. For the first time on camera, Pakistan demonstrated extensive swarm drone employment. Multiple types of FPV drones were deployed, from lightweight quadcopters for close strike missions to fiber optic guided drones capable of penetrating deep into contested zones without being jammed. These fiber optic platforms are especially important. They directly counter India's electronic warfare systems along the border because they rely on a physical data link rather than radio frequency. In simple terms, they cannot be jammed, they can strike with extremely low latency, and their hit probability is far higher compared to regular FPV units. Alongside these drones, Pakistan's newly inducted loitering munitions, including the Skydog system and several modular designs developed with local partners, were also seen in coordinated strike patterns. This is the first time Pakistan has publicly revealed the scale of its drone inventory. And it explains why India's cold strike formations built around armored thrusts are no longer viable without suffering heavy losses. A tank column advancing into Pakistani territory would now face FPV swarms, top attack loitering munitions, precision artillery, and standoff strikes all at once. This layered kill web is the heart of Pakistan's new defensive doctrine. Raad-ul-Fatah also highlighted the evolution of Pakistan's long-range strike capability. The Fateh-series launcher on display featured a new modular configuration with dual launch modules, capable of carrying Fateh-1 rockets alongside Fateh-2 long-range missiles. The redesigned layout allows rapid reloading, mixed caliber employment, and faster movement between firing positions. This flexibility is particularly valuable given India's attempt to expand multi-axis maneuvers under its cold strike concept. The Indian assumption has always been that Pakistan would require time to reposition rocket artillery. This new configuration eliminates that advantage. While Fateh-3 and Fateh-4 were not shown because they fall under the Army Rocket Force and appear only in dedicated strategic drills, their absence doesn't reduce the message. Pakistan has demonstrated enough capability to signal that deeper range assets are ready if required. The exercise wasn't about showcasing everything. It was about demonstrating the tools needed for the first 48 hours of any conflict, where speed and precision matter most. The air component of the exercise was equally important. JF 17 seconds flew precision strike profiles supported by real-time data feeds from UAVs. Z-10ME attack helicopters fired CM-502 missiles, proving their role as mobile anti-armor and counter-artillery platforms. VT-4 and Al-Khalid tanks executed breakthrough maneuvers under drone overwatch. Combined arms warfare is no longer a theoretical concept for Pakistan. It is now integrated into core-level planning. Electronic warfare also played a critical role. Pakistan demonstrated jamming, counter-jamming, GPS-aided fire missions, and satellite-linked targeting in real time. This is a major step because India's tri-service drills relied heavily on electronic suppression and cross-domain coordination. Pakistan's answer shows that the gap India expected no longer exists. If anything, Pakistan's doctrine is evolving faster because it is driven by operational necessity rather than showmanship. All of this is happening while Pakistan quietly maintains full defensive readiness along the border. Reinforcements have been moved into key sectors, air defense layers have been strengthened, and PAF is operating on elevated posture. This was not triggered by any single incident. These measures were already underway weeks before India increased its border activity. Pakistan has been ahead of the curve, and Raad-ul-Fatah simply made that reality visible. The short presence of Jordan's King Abdullah II at the viewing stand added diplomatic weight, but it was not the core of the exercise. His visit was largely symbolic, a gesture of regional trust, not the central theme. Pakistan's message was directed toward one audience: the northern neighbor preparing new doctrines and building pressure through military signaling. The exercise displayed exactly what India must account for: a Pakistan that has moved past static defense and into a dynamic, drone-supported, network-centric deterrence model. The most important takeaway is that Pakistan didn't just respond to India's posture. Pakistan preempted it. India's tri-service activity aimed to create political leverage and military intimidation. Pakistan answered with capability, integration, and demonstration. The contrast is clear. Indian drills were theater, Pakistan's drills were preparation. The Middle East is entering a period of shifting alliances, new security concerns, and active defense modernization. Jordan's outreach to Pakistan positions it alongside a country that not only has a strong military, but also a rapidly advancing defense industry. Pakistan, meanwhile, gains influence, partnership, and future export potential in a strategically important region. Raad-ul-Fatah has shown the region that Pakistan's defense ecosystem is maturing rapidly, combining indigenous drone production, precision missile development, advanced air support, and close coordination with mechanized formations. This ecosystem is no longer dependent on external suppliers for critical technologies. The drones displayed in the exercise were designed, built, and deployed in Pakistan. The integration was developed in Pakistan. The doctrine was shaped by Pakistan's experience and operational realities. As tensions in the region continue to fluctuate, exercises like Raad-ul-Fatah aren't just demonstrations. They are strategic reminders that Pakistan's security posture is stable, modern, and ready for any outcome. And they reinforce a message that Islamabad continues to communicate quietly but firmly. Pakistan seeks peace, but it prepares without fear. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you guys in the next video.